Hello everyone, welcome to part 8 of beta testing for FTG World Cup. This is a DLC which will hopefully be released within the next few months by the developer Creoteam. So we carry on with the campaign. We have a league match against Ancient Arcalia, who are 16th in the league, so that is quite low in the league. Now, I just wanted to mention something some things that happened in the last video. If you remember in the last video, there were cases where the level of skills seemed to be higher, and it seemed to be 3, and it was only coming out as 1. This happened with Susta Zephyr, where it looked like he had level 3, and it was only applying level 1, and it also happened, I think, with Nefando, who had headplay level, who seemed to have level 3, but it only came out as level 1. And I think it also happened with Keller here, where he was displayed as level 3, but when he actually applied the skill, it only came out as level 1. So the developers have applied a fix, and so these have now all changed to level 1. So now what I think has happened is that the skills were actually at level 1, and they were displayed wrongly. This is something that happens with beta testing, and that's the reason why we do it, to find these sort of errors. So developers have said they have put in a fix, and hopefully everything will work smoothly from now on. We shall see. So now we have to set up for this match. So they have a goalkeeper with level 2 reaction, a sweeper behind 3 CDs. Now the best way to attack these, in my opinion, is to use a left forward on this side, and then we can use my centre forward with cannon shot on this side. So what I'll do is I'm going to replace Diaris with my left forward Astiel. Now Nefando's injured, so he's not going to be available for over 2 months as things stand. So we're going to replace him with Lord, but we're also going to take him out and put in Hansi as well. And we're going to put Vegmagar instead of Keller, the reason being that his Rainbow Flames has no effect against the goalkeeper's reaction. So Vedmagar has 139 accuracy, more accuracy than Keller. So I think we'll have him in the substitutes. So we're going to move this around like this. So the plan is we're going to try and break in with Astiel. He will obviously try and score if he can, but if he doesn't get a penalty or if he doesn't score, then it will knock the sweeper out of position, and that means that if we can get the ball to Susa Heifer later in the half, he will be able to put Lord into a scoring position with his cannon shot. So that's the basic idea. Now Urinel is quite tired, so we're going to replace him with Gladia, and then we'll put Uriel Val will go into the substitutes. I'm also going to replace Agor with our with Clefane, who has level 1 long ball, so he can maybe get the ball in as well if he gets the ball. So we're going to put him in 2, and then hopefully our defense will be able to deal with these guys here. Now they have, first of all, I want to match up my level 3 head play with their level 3 head play here, and then I also just want to make sure that I prefer to have the ones with the highest defense on the flanks in this particular formation. Then I just check that my substitutes are fine and they look okay. So that is the plan for this game, at least for the first half, and we'll see how it goes. So let's get going. So we go to the match, and let's see what happens during the match. We go. So what we're going to do, I think we'll just try and pass right through him, and it succeeds. Astiel runs into the corner, and then he can break in. Doesn't succeed, but the good news is that we've knocked the super out of position. So hopefully if we can get the ball to him, we can have a chance to score. So we're just going to move the goalkeeper back and forward to end our turn. Passes the ball up the wing. And they brought their, surprisingly, they brought their they brought their CF all the way back. So what can I do here? Now I've got a choice. I can either just try and tackle him and see how it goes, which is not a bad plan, or I could just move Gladdy up and hope I can get to him. His passing is really bad, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to actually try and tackle. It's not a high chance, but it might succeed. And it doesn't succeed. That's fine. So all I'm going to do here is I'm going to move Gladia here, and that ends the turn, but there's not much he can do, to be honest. He's going to go into there. Oh, and he tried a long ball and he got a corner. That was quite fortunate for them. Okay, so he's got Olympic kick, which means he could score direct from the corner. We don't have any defense against that, so what we're going to have to try and do is knock these guys, at least one of them out, preferably both. So the good news is I've got pretty high control of my defender, so that's actually going to be probably not a big problem. So he's going to go here, he's going to go here, and he'll go here, and we'll see how that works. That didn't work. So he's already taken place, so he's going to reduce to one level here. But my goalkeeper managed to save. And it actually looks like he's got level 3 because it seems to spin twice. And they've got another corner. So it says level 2 there, but it seemed to spin 3 times, so it looks like he might actually have level 3. So again, we'll put him here, and him here. And see what happens this time. Again, we won this one. And this time we won, so he can't possibly... Well... Yeah, so he's got level 3, but because I've managed to take the places of the attackers, he couldn't get the ball through. So... They've not decided to shoot for some strange reason, so what I'm going to do, swap places with him. I'm going to slide tackle here. Pass the ball here, and then now he's got 119 control. He's actually got really good control, so actually, if I want to take a risk, I could try and get into a cannon shot position. I think he'll try it, and it works. So he's in cannon shot position now. Oh no, but unfortunately, I forgot about the sweeper. He's still got a good chance of scoring, 97 to 98. If he rolls high, he might score. Oh, and he just doesn't manage to score. But that wasn't a bad attempt. So he's going to shoot. Got direct shot and goal. So that's quite a tough half for us actually. So I'm just thinking what the best thing to do here is. I think we'll just continue where we are. We'll just continue the same formation for now. So Treyus manages to take the ball from Markian. Right, so I have to decide what I'm going to do here. So I'm going to pass to Heifer here. He's going to do he does actually have slide tackle, so he could potentially slide tackle him. But I'm going to try and hold here. Unfortunately, he succeeds. Unfortunately for me, he succeeds, and they get through there as well. So I'm going to bring Gladio over. He's going to slide tackle, and I'm going to try this ball. It goes into space. It's actually not a terrible ball, to be honest. Would have preferred to have gone at direct tackle. For some reason they've moved back here. I have no idea why I did that. That's a very strange thing to do, but good for us because he can go in here and he can try and break in. See how it goes. Doesn't succeed, but he is in position for a long pass. Should Leffing get the ball in the next turn with one action to go? So what's he going to do? Is he going to try and shoot? I kind of want him to. Now that's not an ideal ball for us because it's almost impossible for me to easily score. The only thing I feel I can do is take the one with the best passing, that's him, move here. So it looks like this will probably end in a draw this match. Then he's got to pass through this guy, and it fails. So it's going to end in a draw. So my 100% record is going to go, and I'm just going to move the goalkeeper, and that will end the match in a draw. No significant events. I only had one shot on goal, they had 4. Look at that, I only had 36 possessions, so yeah, wasn't one of my better performances. And against one of the weaker teams in the league as well. So there you go, these things happen. We get specialisation points, and we can see that Astiel did quite well with 14, and the goalkeeper did very well. He obviously had these stops from the Olympic kick, so that helped. And there we go, 0-0. We didn't get any players in the team of the round, which is not surprising. It wasn't a wonderful game, so that's fine. And we can look at the table. We're still top, but only by 2 points now, because we dropped a point there. We dropped 2 points actually. We gained a point, dropped 2 points if we wanted to win that, and we move on to the next match. And this is another Premier League match. So, in this case, Scions of Maldaroth, they're the second bottom. So we were playing the third bottom, now we're playing the second bottom. So in this particular case, they've got a very deep defense. I'm going to replace my sweeper because I don't think at this current moment that the layoff pass isn't particularly useful. I'm just looking to see if any of them got long path. They don't, so I'm quite happy with this position. So I'm happy with this. I'm happy with that setup there. I'm happy with Cliffane being in that position. I'm going to move him out though, and I want to decide what to do. I might put. I think I'll put Askrom in here with his level 3 slide tackle. And Agor I'll take out. I'm happy with Uriel Val being as a substitute. I've got to decide who I want to put in here now. He's actually only got level 5 and he's got level 8, so even though he's only got level 1 long pass, you could get the ball through him. Plus there's no wing back here, so he wouldn't be able to affect any skills. So I think what I want to do is actually put on I can't use Nefando because he's injured, unfortunately, so I'll use Bergmeyer here. And the idea might be to run him in, or I can try and just break in as well with Astiel. So that's how I'm going to set up for that. Everyone else seems to be fine. And I'm going to play the next game and see how we get on with this one. So we play the match. Play our first team strip. And see how this one goes. Scions of Maldaroth. So he's done well. He's got one header, so he got a corner out of that. I mean, crossing doesn't seem to be advantageous. He's only got level 1 while my player had level 2, but that's what they decided to do. So what's he got? He's probably like to just try and pass it through. The best thing to do for me is to put my best header in here, because even if he doesn't succeed in pushing him out, he will have to go over him, which will make it more difficult. So that's a good plan there. He's only got 17 control. The chances of him winning that are not very high. He's got 42 control. So I'm going to place Treyas here, and he'll go here. And see how they do. So I won that one, but I didn't win the second one. And he headed it away. That's a good header away. Now he's only got 17 control, which is not very high, but he's got 98 defense. So the obvious thing to do is trying to tackle, which succeeds. Now they've all got pretty high control, and nobody's really got any sort of slide tackle. I think I would prefer to put it to Farda. He's got fairly good control anyway, and I'll control the ball with him. Let him try and get the ball off me. Now he's got decent defense, but he doesn't succeed in this particular case. So I've got two choices. I could either pass to him, put him into the box, and then do a long pass, which might work, but I think I'm going to try and break in, because he's actually got level 2 cannon shot. If he can get in the box and ride the tackles, he may have a chance of scoring. And in fact, we get a penalty. So that's probably the best outcome. Now, I was a bit nervous about penalties. We'll go this way. And you score. 1-0 up. That's what we like to see. This time Gladia manages to intercept. Oh, and he gets tackled. Oh, he's out for 1 month. Injuries piling up, eh? So we'll just put Ariel Val in here. Just a direct replacement. So, so this time I might actually try the long pass. So I'll put that in here like that. He's going to run in. Now he's only got level 5. Well, he's got skill level of 8. He's got skill level of 8, so he's got a good chance of succeeding, and he does. So he's now got a shot and goal. Now I think I'm going to go for a precision shot. I could go for that. Just started into 1-5. So precision shot's got a reasonable chance of success. I'll try it, and he scores 2-0 up. So that's a good start to the match there for me. That's the disappointment of last match. Farda again doing very well to intercept that ball. Now, normally I would be tempted just to. I've got 3 actions left. Normally I wouldn't even bother trying, but actually I've got an opportunity to score here because he's got slide tackle, and then I could get it to him and try and break it again. So that's exactly what I'll try and do, and I'll basically finish the match in the first half if he can get into some sort of scoring position. Doesn't succeed though, but that's okay. So I always, in these circumstances, well, anybody near specialisation? Not really. So in these circumstances, always just move the goalkeeper. Use up the last action. And there we have it, we're 2-0 up in the first half. So how are we doing there? So I'm just looking at that. None of them have got Rainbow Feint. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take Albertin out, put him on the flank, like that, and I'm going to put I'm actually going to go and put him there. And I'm going to put Agor onto right back, like that. No specific reason for that, but I just feel I want to tighten up the defence and see if I can hold on to it. So the other thing I'll do is I'll take Astiel off and replace them with Hansi on this side, and see how it goes in the second half. See if we can hold on to this 2-0 win. Nothing major changed there, so all I'm going to do is move him. All I'm going to do is change him around like that, and that's fine. Leave it like that. I forgot we were actually taking the second half. We were playing away from home, so it gives Hansi an opportunity to break in himself. He doesn't succeed, but it means Verdmager can go into the centre. So what I'm going to do here, my defence, everything here is all quite nicely set up. I don't need to do much. So I want to move Hansi out, and I want to put it out and then put him into his normal, correct right forward position, so he can receive the ball and break in again if he gets the opportunity. Offgood has the ball. He's moving out to the wing. They seem to be playing very conservatively. Farda's there. I think I'll try and tackle, see if that works. It does work. He can't really do much for one. He's got good control. He's only got 23 defence. There's really nobody else that close, so he's just going to hold. because the chances of them getting the ball are actually pretty low. But he's going to try again, probably. No, I thought he would try an offensive tackle there, didn't he? He's probably going to try again. This time he succeeds. It took him 3 times, but he managed to succeed. So, but it used up a whole turn for him to get that ball. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and tackle again. Doesn't succeed this time, I foul him. Farda's being carded, so let's take him off. Let's just put Cassette on. It doesn't really matter. Anybody else? Hansy's still a bit tired, but that's fine. We'll keep him on because I don't think this is time for changes. So, what we're going to do is we're going to bring our best defenders back into the box, or at least our best CD defenders at least. So he can go in the centre, and he can go here, and he's going to go here, and he's going to go here. To prep. We managed to get the ball now. Is there a way we can? Yes, there is. So he's just going to pass to him, to Clephane. Clephane's got long pass, so actually he can move up. He's an MS, he can move too. Now he's got a chance of trying to get through. It's 7 against 4. He's got a good chance of getting that through, and he does. So Vedmager's got a chance for a second goal. 139 against 98. Good chance of scoring, and he does. And we end the game with another goal, and that's our joint best score of the season against the second bottom team in the league. So we'd expect to beat teams like this, so that's a good result. Although we did get a bad injury, so that's unfortunate. So we've got level what? So Albertine and Clephane. So Albertine, he's got 3 defence. That's a good result for him. Clephane, a couple of accuracy, 1 in passing. I'd rather have him in passing because he's not really going to be that near the goal or trying to score. And Vedmager got man of the match because obviously he scored a couple of goals. He did very well. And that's specialisation points. Nobody levels up yet, though the goalkeeper's getting relatively close. And we get money for match and victory. Got some glory there. And there's our 3-0 result. And this time we did get a couple of players in team of the round. We've got Clephane and Vedmager. And Clephane, because he got a couple of assists. And Vedmager because, oh, I forgot, he actually scored. He got a hat trick because he scored the penalty as well. So he's actually scored a hat trick, and he gets man of the match for that. So it was a good game for him. And that's that. So if you look at the calendar, we've now got a couple. We've got a cup game. Dante's Inferno. This is another Champions League game, and then we got another regular league game, and also the red marker here means that also players get called up for the national teams. Now, I'm the manager of Jade Oracle, so I will have to call up players there, and we will see how that works in the next game. But for now, we're reaching the 30-minute mark, so all I'm going to do is I'm just going to run it forward to the next one, just see what the messages say. Laddie is injured, we know that. Talking about the next match against Dante's Inferno in the Champions League and telling us it's going to be snow. So we know it's going to be snow. And so I will leave the game there and we will carry on next time. So see you next time.